we often compare digitalization or projects to a mountain hike, but usually they don't tell you that it's Everest and you're not gonna get oxygen. So today we're gonna share a story of what happens between the peaks and valleys of our journey in creating the hybrid MES. Hybrid in a bit different way. My name is Piotr Bielkiewicz. I call myself a digital navigator because I try to bridge the business and technology, but what's most important, keep the people in the center.
And good afternoon. My name is Jacek Daukszewicz, and I'm head of implementation department in ImFactory. I've been working with MES system for over 20 years and cooperate with DOVISTA for over 10 years. And now we implement during here almost 30 MES projects, and one of them is DOVISTA project, and we talk about it.
So here's the road for the next couple of minutes. First, I'm gonna share DOVISTA's context so that you can understand our challenge and then obviously see our solution. We manufacture windows and doors. So we're quite a small company looking at the ones over here. But what is important for the windows and doors is the view. So also our systems should bring the information with the speed of light, not stop it like a wall. We bring daylight and fresh air into people's everyday lives. This also goes for our solutions. And as you look at DOVISTA's history, it's like a trail markers that explain why, for us, flexibility is not optional. We are over 7,000 people around Europe that deliver products under 13 brands, and all that calls for the ways of work that can be scalable, but differentiated in the end. This is our balancing act. We serve the customers as distinctive brands, but we grow through shared excellence. And obviously, digital manufacturing also needs to follow the same pattern. And if we look at the manufacturing landscape, here's our challenge. That also relates to what was just said on the stage before us. So, should we buy something out of the box? Or should we, on the other hand, compose everything or build from scratch? And I think we need a road that balances both, keeps the risk minimum, but also enables you to go higher and higher on the way. Let's focus for a moment on the custom layer. So, the needs of a specific operators. Meet Adam. He works in one of our factories, and he works by the CNC machine. And this talk is about people like him, because digitalization usually works better if it works for them. Adam's daily goal is quite simple. He needs to transform his material into the window elements in the end to deliver them to the next processes. Of course, good quality first time. So he has his material, his output, and his technology, like it was in the last presentation. What is missing over here is the magical word that is context. Without context, everything doesn't deliver nothing, actually. So, Adam should not search for the information. It should ideally be in front of him, and maybe even follow him. Which orders do I need to produce? Are they ready for me? If the answer would be in the tab number 7, by tab number 5, he would already not be doing manufacturing, it would be archaeology. So we provide those answers in a lightweight front-end application, which we in DOVISTA call a DOVISTA sequence plan. And this way, he can get all the information needed to do his job, to find out what he needs to do, what others have done. So this way, we look at this tool. In our example, it is something that drives our productivity because it eliminates searching, it eliminates other kinds of waste that are in the processes usually. This way, Context supports Adam in his work. Next step is, where do I find my material? Our answer is, of course, in the flow. So the applications help him make the decisions and do the actions, interact with the solution wherever it is needed. This way, we also communicate people in the context of their work very easily. This reduces hesitation and mistakes, and this is the way people feel more comfortable doing their job. Adam needs to understand some of the product features. So he's a craftsman. He wants to make all the effort needed to make the customer happy. Customer in the next process and customer in the end. We provide all the relevant content checks with the solution called e-documents, which the name is quite obvious. And this way, quality becomes natural instead of being an extra job for the person that does it. Now, of course, he needs to ask himself, how is he doing in terms of quality, productivity, volume? So he obviously has all the dashboards in a place where he needs them. And this way, he can also take all the measures and check the status, like on a hike. A quick glance at the altimeter, and that helps you correct early instead of falling too low in the valley. This is what we call context at hand. So when it is available, there's no guessing, there's no waste, productivity increases, quality gets inbuilt in the process. But when I say that Adam is a craftsman, I mean it literally. A few decades ago, windows and doors, products like that, were made by carpenters, by people that had the knowledge from school. And then we had in the factories many people like that. Now the situation has changed dramatically. Generation Z, I don't see too many of those in here, but I think we understand that the way we learn, the way we acquire new knowledge have changed. We need it on demand, not from school. So this is creates the new mission for our solutions. The solutions should, let's say, fit the social changes right now, not only run the manufacturing. So if we look at this again, that Adam has many colleagues, and each of those people in the company, they work with different technology. One is older, one is newer. Then they deliver different brands, different products. Maintain custom needs in a shared platform. This is how we formulate the answer to distinctive brands and shared excellence in one go. And now what links those two elements in manufacturing, it's MES.
Okay, let's turn back to the past and how it started. Work with MES system. Adam, as an example, wasted a lot of time acquiring and launching the right program for CNC machine. So we started by its fun fact that our customer, DOVISTA, want to connect ERP system with CNC machine. Why not? And we started by connecting them, and because it was necessary to send a machine file according to the technology stored in our ERP system. We use standard AVEVA service bus, AVEVA Enterprise integration. And another fun fact, we was the second in this process because AVEVA biggest competition was the first, but they couldn't do it because it was tricky. And in order to send a correct file, we had to track production. So we used another module from AVEVA MES solution. And then we have to also track raw materials. We have to know the ability of the machine and their performance. And we used another standard, AVEVA MES Performance. After that, Adam needs SPC chart control, etc. So we use another standard MES module, AVEVA MES Quality. This is how the core of today's MES system was created.
Now we have come to the moment when we can tell you what hybrid for us means. Because usually we connect that with cloud, on-prem, stuff like that. For us, this is the hybrid blueprint. So we connect our ERPs with the plants we have using AVEVA Enterprise integration, then AVEVA MES, and system platform to connect the other layers of our solutions. Then we equip that with the lightweight front applications together with ImFactory team and our own team. And this way we create this hybrid where we select what's best out of the three players. So AVEVA is our base camp, helping us standardize across the sites. ImFactory is our local guide, bringing the knowledge from different industries, helping us build the custom solutions. And our own team is the navigator. They know where to customize, how to customize, and what is the need in the end.
And just to show the scale, we use the system which runs across 100 machines, 100 workstations, tablets, and large displays. With over 1 million jobs, over 1 million messages exchanged per month. And here, why the hybrid model matters. An operator scans the product order. MES recognizes it with query the needed technology. A machine file is generated and delivered back to CNC machine. Fast enough that it feels instant for the operator, but point isn't the speed. It's removing friction, so the operator stays on the trail of the process instead of getting lost in tools.
So that's about how it's built. A few words about what DOVISTA as a company gets back. So obviously, the e-representation of documents saves some paper, supports sustainability, but what's most important for us, saves the time. Then our traceability tools improve productivity. Operational planning based on data improves OTD, and the connectivity to machinery and real-time observations and measurements help us build in the quality into our processes. So everyone that likes mountains, like I do, obviously, knows what happens when you reach one of the tops. You see a lot of new ones. So I would like to share a few words about which tops do we aim for. And I won't be here very different than others. Everything that starts with predictive is there for us. But we at DOVISTA acknowledge that first we need to do something with our data. And here we want to follow Walker Reynolds. By hearing how many times UNS was called over there from this stage, I think everyone knows the name. But what we need to focus for now is some harvesting. So we expand the solutions which we have to the places in the business where we can benefit out of them. So as we are in the journey, there's an obvious question: what works and what doesn't work? And maybe if we look back, we would have selected different paths. But there are a few things which we wouldn't ever forget about. And we want to pack them for the future journey. First, that's flexibility. And flexibility that is built by those three-layer model. So three players playing the same game. People-centric and strategic partnership that builds the flexibility. This way we come to the final statement. So what's DOVISTA's digital compass? And it's quite a simple statement. We equip our people in the context needed to achieve their goals. Digitalization is a way.
Get ready for a hike.
And see you on the trail.